Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. This is Adam, and in a series of videos we will show you how you can create a powerful resume or a powerful CV using Canva and using Word templates. We will also show you how you can use the modern ATS system to evaluate your CV. We will also show you how you can use some powerful tips and tricks to make your resume powerful. And finally, we will show you how you can use LinkedIn and other platforms so that you can land to your dream job and find more jobs related to your career. So without any further delay, let's get started and head to the first episode of our tutorial, which is how to make a powerful resume using Canva. So as you can see, this is the interface of Canva. By clicking on create a design on the top left, you will find these left options and this search bar on the top from which you can write whatever you want. You can also find these options below the search bar. So since I am just trying to create a resume, I'm going to click on this option, resume portrait. And now it just take few seconds to load your resume. So now we have this blank page, and we have on the left some options that we can choose from, starting from the design, which contains all the templates that you can use for your resume. Next is you can also filter them based on the keyword like resume, CV, cover letter, and more. Next is elements from which you can choose different elements, like for example shapes, like graphics, like images which are generated by Canva. You can also access text to get different text boxes of different styles and different fonts, as you can see here. Next, you can access uploads, from which you can upload anything from your PC or your device, images, videos, or audio, but it's not relevant to creating a CV, so we will just skip this part. And next, you can also choose draw, through which you can choose a free drawing, but this is not relevant to creating a CV as well. Next, you can click on projects so that you can access all your projects with Canva, and not just resumes, but videos, presentations, images, or anything that you have created with Canva. And finally, you have apps from which you can integrate with other third-party apps and with Canva. Now let's head back to design and see how we can use it to create our CV. So I just want to choose something which is simple, and I don't want to choose something with a picture. You can see that some designs contain this crown sign, which means that these designs are not for free. So I'm going to pick okay, let's choose, for example, this black and white one is amazing. So now you can see that your design is in front of you. You can zoom in your design from the bottom right. So I'm going to choose the fill to make it clearer and to be more editable. So here is your design, and to change or edit any of its parts, you can just click on the part that you want to change or edit, and you'll find this bar open in front of you. You can change anything from it. You can change, for example, the font type from this first box. You can also change, for example, the font size. You can change its color, you can change its boldness, if it's italic or not, if it's underlined or not, which are the same exact properties that you can change words with it using Microsoft Word. You can also change the alignment. You can choose whether it's on the left or the right. You can make it as a list. You can also change the spacing, and you can choose the letter spacing or the line spacing in case your text box contains more than a line. You can also change the transparency of your text box. You can add effects to your text box, but this is again not relevant to creating a CV because it's not professional at all. Next, you can also choose to animate your text box, but it will not appear in a resume. It will appear more if you are creating a video with Canva. You can also change the positioning of your text box from here, where you will be able to arrange it, whether to send it to whether to align it to the page, to the top, to the left, or to a specific part. You can also send it backward or to the front part of your resume. So this is mainly how you can change any of these boxes there. So if I chose a box, for example, instead of a text box, you'll find other different properties, like for example, to add a comment, to duplicate, to delete, and you can also lock it so that it will not be editable anymore. And as we said, you can duplicate it, you can delete it, and you can access more options from which you can copy it. You can change its layer, whether it's in the front or the back. You can add a comment and more. So let's suppose that you want to change the color or the properties of a whole section. You can just again click on it, where you will be able to animate it or change its color. So for example, just a second, okay, for example, if I want to change its color, I can choose the section as I did. Then I can head to the background color and I can choose a specific color to my background, just like this. But I recommend you to use the white background because it's clearer and healthier for the eyes of the interviewer. Now let's move on to the most important part of Canva, which is how it will help you to write your resume if you don't have the ideas to fill it with. So I can just go to the About Me and I can click on it. So let's say that I'm working as a petroleum engineer and I want to add an About Me section. So I'm going to write I am a petroleum engineer, but let's suppose that my fingers are frozen and I am not able to write anything. I can access the magic write, then I can choose the rewrite. Now Canva will start to use I will use the continue writing, and now Canva will start to use AI to write instead of me, just like this and just as simple as that. So I can choose this box, for example, and I can use it by clicking on it, and now I have my About Me section ready. So let's just fix some spelling and punctuational problems first. And now let's say that I want to make this box shorter because it's so long. I forgot the U. Okay. Now let's make this box shorter. I can go back to Magic Write, then I can choose the shorten. And now it will start rephrasing these sentences into shorter ones, just like this. And I can click now on replace, and voila, you have your text box ready. So you can also go again to Magic Write and you can choose any different option, like for example, to make it more formal or to any different other style. And now let's just position it. So one of the perfect properties of Canva is that it gives you accurate dimensions of your text box with respect to the other parts or the other elements in the design. So if I want to place this text box exactly in the middle between these two bold lines above and below, I can drag it and it will show me how much it's away from each line so that I can make it just exactly in the middle, which makes it perfect when you want your layout to be symmetric. So now I will drop it here and you can continue editing your resume with the same exact way. It's so simple. And once you are done, you can head to the share button on the top right, then click on download. Then you can choose the different format that you want. You can choose it to be JPG, PNG, or whatever, but it's of course recommended to use PDF as a resume. So I'm going to choose PDF, and it's even written as suggested. And now we can use other properties like flatten PDF or include notes. And once you are done, you can click on download, and now you will see that Canva is trying to sell you the premium version. However, you do not have to pay for it, which is the most magnificent property of Canva, is that you can use it completely for free. Just click on more options, then choose download a free watermarked draft. And for your information, it's not watermarked. There is no watermark in your final version, and we will see it. So this is your design and this is your CV, and it does not contain any watermark, which it makes Canva as a perfect candidate for you to write a formal CV with no watermark and completely for free. The only problem you will face is that whenever you will have to make any edit to your resume, you will have to edit it in Canva itself, not outside Canva. And to be honest, it's a free service, so it's completely fair and it's completely okay for me. So this is how easy you can use Canva to create a powerful CV, and this was our first episode. So if you want to see our next episode, which will talk about how to create a powerful resume, but now with using Word templates, then make sure to subscribe to our channel because it's going to be our next topic. Thank you so much for watching and see you in more tutorials. Until then, take care and goodbye.